the eagle-eyed viewers out there, you'll have noticed that I'm in the Lake District still, and I am on the way to the Catbells. The aim for this evening is to capture a magnificent sunset, heading over towards Skidaw. I'm going to try and wait until the lights turn on in Keswick, and then hopefully blend and composite and make something quite amazing. But I have got some sad news for those of you that do watch these videos. This is going to be my last vlog in the Lake District. I'm soon to be moving to Weymouth, and then from Weymouth to France, and then from France to Spain. While I am away on these places, I'm going to be doing a course called an SI course, which means I'm going to be very, very busy, and yeah, it's going to be very few of these vlogs, which is a shame. But there's going to be some new locations, some new testing environments to test my photography and hopefully produce something really amazing. But anyway, waffling over, it's time to head up Catbells, and then let's see if the shoot works out. Right, so I am finally at the Catbells. Probably saw from the sign I showed you. Steep. Whew. But I am going to slowly make my way up. The aim isn't to get to the top. The aim is to find a beautiful leading line using the footpath with enough height so I get a nice vantage point down towards Skidaw, which is just over here. And with Keswick, it's just over here, and maybe even a little bit with Blencathra over in the distance. I do want to get a bit of Derwent water in there, but I'm just going to keep making my way up, and I'm just going to, like I say, try and find that perfect leading line. And I'm also wanting the side of the hill here that I'm hoping I'm going to catch with an earlier picture before the sky turns, with a nice red glow on the side. Again, you can visualize, you can think about it, but sometimes it doesn't work out. But fingers crossed, tonight is the night. But I'm going to carry on making my way up. As you might sound, slightly out of breath. But yeah, I'm going to try and find this perfect location. So I've made it up to the first plateau where the path really starts to lead in as a nice leading line. But there's a couple of things that I'm not happy about, and I just want to let you guys know so you understand the thought process. So first of all, here I've got this footpath leading off, but it's leading out of the image. And if you remember a minute ago, I was saying that I really wanted some evening glow just on the side of the mountain. Well, I'm not going to get that here. So what I am going to do, as you can probably guess by now, is I'm going to head a little bit further up and hopefully find exactly what I'm looking for. If that big cloud behind me up there doesn't ruin everything. But fingers crossed, let's carry on. So I've only come a little bit higher, and I think I found a good contender, and I'll explain why. So the path here will start on the left hand side of my composition and weave all the way through my shot, and then end up at this little fence. And then I think that's going to create a nice sweeping leading line up to Skidaw over here. But there's still one problem still. Keswick is going to be right over to the right hand side, and I want it a little bit more central if I can. And the lake is still right over to the right hand side as well, and again I want that a little bit more central. So fingers crossed I'll get a little bit higher and it'll be something that has all of the aspects that I'm looking for. But without further ado, I'm gonna carry on. So, I've made it to where I'm going to take the shots from today, and I'm probably missing what I've been waiting for, but it's going to be totally worth it because I've just found this composition and it is incredible. Now I'm going to spin the camera around and I'm going to talk you through it. So what I've got on the left hand side of the shots, I've got these nice jagged rocks, and I've focus stacked this image. So I'm going to focus on these rocks, get that nice and sharp. Then I've got this little tree over here, and on aperture of f11 that'll be nice and sharp as well. So I've got this beautiful and sharp all the side of the Catbells here, and can you just see that light coming through that valley, hitting all them different ridges? It is incredible. The one thing I am finding slightly difficult though is the fact that the sky is so bright still, because it's still way before sunset, so the sky is so bright. So what I've really had to do, I've had to take I think it's 3 pictures, one focused on the foreground, one on the mountains in the background, and then with the one that's focused on the background, what I've done is I've taken another image for the sky, but I've really had to drop it down. I've really had to speed my shutter speed up, so I've got a little amount of light coming onto my sensor because it just wants to blow out. It just wants to blow out, which is a massive shame. The settings I have got it on though for this image is I've got it on f11, ISO 64, really trying to reduce the grain in the image. And yeah, I've done them 3 different shots. I've already done them before I've spoke to you, but they're looking incredible, absolutely incredible. And I'll show you that image now. So I hope you like that image. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to carry on shooting here for a little bit longer, because I'm starting to get some nice light beams coming through, and then I'll enhance that in Photoshop and hopefully make something quite significant. And then I'm just going to wait patiently for what I have arrived, what I came here to do. This is like a surprise view, which I'm really happy about. I was thinking I was only going to get 1 shot. Right. So I have finished my shoot that direction, and now what I've decided to do is change onto the shot that I've came here for. This is why I arrived tonight for this image. It's an image I've been wanting to get ever since I came to the Lake District. It's probably a very common image, one that's shot millions of times over the years, but sometimes you just got to bag these shots. Sometimes you just got to get these shots. So for my composition, I have got this beautiful path line leading down. I've got Skidaw in the background, I've got Keswick over on this side, and I'm just going to take my establishing shots. I've done a test shot already, and I'll take you over to the camera. Oh, sorry about the noise there. So I've got my first shot, I've got it all lined up as you can see. I've focused in on the foreground, and it's got this beautiful side light creating epic shadows right now. And Keswick's starting to light up as well. I think this is where I'm going to get my base shots. I'm going to wait a little bit later to get my shots of Skidaw, because at the moment, as you can see, it's still massively in the shadow. It's not looking pretty. So I'm going to get this shot now, and I'm going to refocus in on Keswick, and I'm going to get that shot, and I'm going to wait for Skidaw, and I'm going to wait for the clouds to change. But hopefully it will be something special. The light now is just about to drop behind the mountains in the background, just over this way. So it has come to that time where I need to capture that nice shadows, the nice light all the way across Skidaw. So I've already manually focused in. I'm going to talk to you about the settings I'm going for this. I've got it on f11. I'm going to slightly underexpose it. The reason why is to really accentuate them shadows, really make the shadows dark and the mountain moody and nice. So, and as well, so when I come to edit in the sky, it doesn't look too out of place, because sometimes with the editing part and stuff, it can look a little bit too perfect, a little bit too fake. So I'm gonna really dial it down so when the shadows are there they don't look ridiculous. What I have put on is I've got my Nissan polarizer on the front. I've got it on 24mm. I've put it on live view to try and reduce the shake. I've got it on ISO 64 still, all the same settings as before, and 1/6 a second. So I'm just going to press it now, and boom, and then I'm going to zoom in just to see how sharp it actually is, because I want it to be crisp on the mountain. Yeah, that is looking absolutely amazing. Couldn't be any happier with that. So now the waiting game to carry on going, and got to wait for the sun to drop down and catch this light on the clouds. But look around, all the clouds are dissipating and disappearing. I've only got one big cloud left in the sky, and believe it or not, it is above the subject that I am shooting today. So as long as that doesn't go away, I am absolutely laughing. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on. I'm going to wait a little bit longer and then hopefully get this shot. So things have changed. As you can see behind me, the clouds are now gone. Ta-da! Which is massively irritating. I do feel like I got a shot earlier on though that is going to work. Thank you for coming along with me. If you have enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, maybe give us a subscribe. And if not, well, I'm very sorry, but this is kind of how it goes. But yeah, thank you for watching and good night. Oh, 1 minute, I'll show you them images now. But thank you for watching, good night.